Alright, YouTubers, welcome back to World of Warships with the Angry Nerd. And today I thought we would take a look at the American Tier 7 Premium Battleship, the California. Now the California is still currently a work in progress. All stats and statistics will probably change before it hits the live server. So, what's special about the California? Well, it's an AA battleship. This thing has a shit ton of AA, and that is an official term here. Shit ton. It has AA equivalent to what, I don't know, a Tier 8 or Tier 9 battleship might have. It has really, really good AA. And when I saw that, I was like, ooh, AA and secondary build. And then I looked at the secondaries, and they only have a range of 5.3 kilometers. So, yeah, I was really disappointed with that. So, I mean, you can still set the ship up as an AA and secondary ship. It's really slow. It's going to take you a long time to get close to someone, and you're not going to make those secondaries reach out to the 10-11 kilometers that you can get with some of the other ships, but it still might be something that you want to do. It wasn't anything that I wanted to do, but anyway, we're going to take a quick look at the modifications, the upgrades, the ammunition and consumables, and the ship's captain, as all these will affect the stats to come. So it is fully modified because it's a premium ship. Upgrades. Slot number 1, I took main armaments modification. Slot number 2, damage control system modification is what I took. Now slot number 3, I did take AA gun modification number 1, but you might want to take artillery plotting room to increase your main battery firing range. I did not take that because in the ammunition and consumables, you only get a choice of spotting aircraft. If there would have been fighter, I would have probably went fighter and then took the range upgrade. But yeah, so I took AA gun modification. Slot number 4, steering gear modification is what I took. Ammunition and consumables. You have HE and AP. Consumables, first slot, damage control party. Second slot, repair party. And third slot, spotting aircraft. So let's take a quick look at the exterior. We have the Type 10 California camouflage mounted, and it is a nice looking ship. Signals. These are the signals that I have mounted. I do have Sierra Mike, so that's plus 5% to the ship's maximum speed when we get over to the stats. Flags. We're flying the community contributor flag. Now, for the captain I have on this ship, I have a 19-point captain assigned to this ship, and yes, I did use all 19 points. For my Tier 1 skill, I took priority target. For my Tier 2 skills, I took expert marksman and adrenaline rush. For my Tier 3, I took basics of survivability and superintendent. For my Tier 4 skills, I took fire prevention and concealment expert. I did not boost the range of my guns with 139 millimeters or less, so we didn't extend out the secondary range or the number of AA explosions, and we didn't decrease the reload time of those secondaries or AA guns. So yeah, this is something that you might want to do if you're considering the secondary build. It's not something that I chose to do. But anyway, why don't we take a look at the stats as the ship sits right now. Concealment. Detectability range by sea, 11.8 kilometers, and by air, 8.7 kilometers. Maneuverability. Max speed 21.5 knots, and that's with ceramic mounted. Turning circle radius 640 meters. Rudder shift time 11.8 seconds. AA defense of 87. You get 41 times 2 20 millimeters, 14 times 4 40 millimeters, and 8 times 2 127 millimeters. So for your short range, 70% hit probability, mid-range 75, and 75 for the long range. So yeah, this is a decent AA ship. Artillery, you get 4 times 3 356 millimeters as the main armament. Reload time is 30 seconds. Turret traverse time is 48.6 seconds for 180. Maximum HE shell damage is 5,000, and maximum AP shell damage is 10,500. Firing range is 19.1 kilometers. Let's see what else. Maximum dispersion 251 meters. I know there was something in there I wanted to say. Survivability, hit points 58,300. Torpedo protection damage of 35%. So, armor. This ship has a lot of big flat spaces here on the side. It looks like pain to me. But let's take a look at the armor, right? You have 25 millimeters fore-end plating and side plating along the side here. 35 torpedo protection plating runs all the way back to here, and then aft end 25. Turret fronts 457 millimeters. On the side 254, 330. On the main battery, I don't even know how to pronounce that, whatever it is. But anyway, talking about this big flat spot here on the side, what's nice is this thing has a huge citadel, but look at it. It's all below the waterline. I'm not saying you can't take citadel damage, because if aimed properly, you will take citadel damage. But all this flat spot up here is not citadel. You will take damage up there, and you will take a decent amount of it, but your citadel is completely under the water. So that is good to see here on the California. Alright, so why don't we hop into a game and see what I was able to do with the USS California. Here we go. Alright, let's take a look at the competition. North Carolina, another North Carolina, Lennon, Nelson, Scharnhorst. So, yeah. Tier 8 game. Better than a Tier 9 game for sure. Alright, so we're up in the northern section, so I guess we're going to head over here toward the sea cap. We've got AP loaded at our gun sites where we want them. Or we've got AP loading, it's not loaded yet. No CVs, but I'm not really spec'd out for AA, so I do have one AA upgrade, but not really spec'd out with captain skills and extending the range. But this ship is just loaded with AA and secondaries. And it's just a shame that it doesn't have the secondary range to reach out and be effective. We are at full speed here, 21.5 knots. I did touch the rudder a little bit, which dropped me. We got a Colorado to my left. We got two destroyers heading into the sea cap and a Budioni in front. So don't see any. Oh, there's the first. I was gonna say I don't see any enemy ships, but there is one cruiser right there, but he's tucked in behind an island. I was hoping he was going to come out, but looks like, according to the mini-map, he's kind of nosed in there, so. So Shirahatsu, the North Carolina, and the Nelson. Lennon. So it looks like we got plenty of stuff to shoot at over here on this northern flank. Here's a Budioni. Let's see how those do. I'd be really lucky if I hit him. I did hit him, but 1,050, which was kind of disappointing for being aimed at. The torpedoes coming up through the gap here. Might as well shoot at this Benson. Oh! Oh, that was unexpected. Wow, nice. Take one destroyer off the count. Well, our Budioni is gone. And these torpedoes might have enough range to hit me. I'm pedaling pretty much fast as I can, but I'm going to start turning. Oh, they just petered out. Wondering if that enemy destroyer was going to come out from behind that island, but hey, who did that? Is that Lennon going to come out? Oh, maybe the back turrets. 5,500. That's not bad. For just back turrets getting him. So we've got the Colorado, Bismarck, and Icarus coming around this side here. And you can see they're basically just running away from me. Lennon and Nelson right over here. Budioni. Where is he going? He's turning. We're going to hold off just a second. Here he goes. Bam! Oh, man. That worked out just perfect. See if we can hit this Nelson. Slow down so I don't run behind the island. They look pretty good, but he's angled. 4,900, we'll take that. Okay, North Carolina. We got the North Carolina right here, but we got the Lennon coming up to my right. Alright. Nice. Let's put the brakes on so we don't pull out in front of this Lennon. And give him our broadside. This thing takes forever to slow down. Oh. Just lost the Bismarck. I don't want that North Carolina and that Lennon shooting at me. Nice. Alright. So we can't back away from this Lennon. It's just too slow. So we're going to come around and actually face him. He's undetected right now, but he's just the other side of this island. I'm gonna try to curve in here. He can see me on the mini-map. There he is. Okay. That was a good hit. Let's go for his turrets. Nope, we're gonna go for this cheek right here. Bounced 8 of the shells. So, lesson learned there. Okay, we're taking hits, but no Citadel. Citadel is low in the water. But his Citadel is not low in the water. Should be right about there. Oh, that was good. That was good. They're tanky from the front, but they got a high Citadel. Oh, we're ended. We're ended. Okay. I was not expecting that. Let's see what we did. 351,000 credits, 5,270 XP with 291 free XP. 81,614 damage. 4 hits to the Citadel, 38 hits. Spotted 1 ship, destroyed 4, and had 35 secondary hits. Look at the team score. Come in 2nd place on the team. Detailed report. We did 40,000 to the Lennon. 21,400 to the North Carolina. 10,207 to the Budione. And 4,731 to the Benson. And we hit the Nelson for almost 5. So, yeah, not too bad. So, the USS California, what do I think of her? Well, I think she's a good ship at Tier 7 and into Tier 8. But if she gets all the way up tiered to Tier 9, she does start to struggle quite a bit. And she's too slow to get out of trouble if you get into trouble with her. Her AA is really good, but her secondaries lack the range to really benefit from a full-out secondary AA build. And I think that disappointed me the most about this ship. But anyway, if you've liked this look at the work in progress Tier 7 Premium Battleship USS California, hit that like button. If you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you would. But as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Nerd out.